The grand hall of the Galactic Council gleamed with crystalline walls that caught the light of 3 suns. Representatives from 100 worlds had gathered for the bonding ceremony, where alliances were sealed through marriage contracts as ancient as starlight itself. Princess Anna stood at the edge of the assembled crowd, her violet skin catching the light, but it was the scars that drew every eye. They ran across the left side of her face like lightning frozen in flesh, a reminder of the day she'd piloted her father's warship through an asteroid field to save a colony ship of refugees. She'd been 12 then. Now, at 23, those scars had become her defining feature. The Apharian diplomats whispered behind their crystalline hands. The Mordak warriors looked away, their 6 eyes unable to meet her gaze. Even the silicon-based Quarians, who had no concept of facial beauty, seemed to sense the room's rejection and kept their distance. Anna's father, King Theron of the Velkari Empire, stood rigid beside the human delegation. His empire needed allies. The Velkari were a warrior race, proud and fierce, but they were outnumbered by the coalition of Eastern nebulae. A marriage alliance would secure protection. But no one wanted a scarred princess, no matter how powerful her dowry. Perhaps, her father said quietly, his voice heavy with defeat, we should withdraw. That's when Leo stepped forward. The human ambassador's son moved through the crowd like water finding its course, smooth, inevitable, unbothered by the obstacles in his way. He was striking by any species' standards, tall, with dark hair that fell across his forehead and eyes the color of Earth's oceans. 3 Apharian nobles had already offered him contracts. A Mordak general had promised him command of a fleet. But Leo had declined them all with polite smiles and vaguer promises. He stopped directly in front of Anna, and for the first time that evening, she met someone's gaze without seeing pity or revulsion. "Princess Anna of Velkar," Leo said, his voice carrying across the suddenly silent hall. "Would you honor me with a conversation?" Anna's breath caught. In the formal language of the council, a conversation was the first step of courtship negotiation. Yes, she managed. They walked to a balcony overlooking the planet below, a neutral world of gardens and meditation temples. The sounds of the gala faded behind them. "You're aware," Anna said carefully, "that I am damaged goods, as you humans say?" Leo leaned against the railing, his expression thoughtful. "I'm aware that you have scars, but I'm also aware that you have a story. Most don't care about the story. Most aren't human." Anna touched her face self-consciously. "Your species finds physical beauty important, I've read. You have entire industries devoted to it." "We do," Leo admitted. "But we also have something else, a strange quirk in our psychology. We find beauty in the marks that life leaves on people. We write songs about weathered hands and gray hair. We trace the stretch marks on a mother's stomach and call them tiger stripes. We see scars and wonder about the battles fought, the pain endured, the strength required to survive." He turned to face her fully. "I don't see damaged goods, Princess. I see someone who flew through an asteroid field to save strangers, someone who chose compassion over vanity, someone who bears the cost of her courage on her face for everyone to see, instead of hiding it in her heart, where it would fester." Anna felt something crack inside her chest, some wall she'd built over 11 years of rejection. "You don't know me." "Then let me learn," Leo said simply. "That's what the conversation is for, isn't it?" Over the next hour, they talked. Anna learned that Leo had been a rescue worker before joining his father's diplomatic corps, that he'd pulled people from burning buildings and collapsed mines, that his hands bore their own scars, thin white lines across his knuckles and palms. "Pain leaves marks," he said, showing her. "But so does love. So does saving lives. So does every moment that matters." Your people value strength in battle. We humans value strength in all its forms, including the strength to keep loving life after it's hurt you. The others think I'm unmarriageable, Anna said quietly. The others are idiots, Leo replied, and his bluntness made her laugh, the first real laugh she'd had in months. Inside, the ceremony was reaching its conclusion. Contracts were being signed, alliances forged. King Theron emerged onto the balcony, his expression resigned. Anna, we should... He stopped, seeing Leo, seeing his daughter's smile. Ambassador, Leo said, addressing Anna's father formally. I wish to enter negotiations for a marriage contract with Princess Anna, on behalf of the Human Colonial Alliance. The king's eyes widened. The entire alliance? We've been looking for strong allies, Leo said, and I've been looking for a strong partner. Someone who knows what it means to sacrifice. Someone who understands that beauty is more than surface deep. Someone who would fly through an asteroid field for people she'd never met. He turned back to Anna. Someone who deserves to be chosen for exactly who she is, scars and all. Anna looked at this strange human, this man who saw strength where others saw weakness, who found beauty in survival, who chose courage over perfection. She thought of Earth and its odd human values, their love of underdogs and their celebration of imperfection. Maybe, she thought, humanity's greatest strength wasn't their technology or their diplomacy. Maybe it was this, their ability to look at broken things and see beauty. Yes, she said softly, I accept your conversation. Leo smiled, and in the light of 3 setting suns, Anna touched her scars and felt, for the first time, that they were not a mark of shame, but a badge of honor. The Galactic Council would talk about this night for years, the night the handsomest human chose the scarred princess, and in doing so, changed the way the galaxy thought about beauty, strength, and worth.